The Yellow Jackets are looking for a great season as Coach Judson Smith will lead an outstanding bunch of returning and new players into the season. Hoping to follow up on last year's outstanding season, Coach Matthew is ready to lead this year's girls team out onto the court with some of the top players in the state. This should be an exciting year for Lady Yellow Jacket basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision Repair and Towing, Jolie Chevrolet, The River Company Insurance Company, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Blagg Law Firm, Davis Cash Lumber, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ozark Health Medical Center, by Goods Cash Saver, Petty Jean Fiber, and by Conway Regional Medical Center, and by all the fine Yellow Jacket boosters. Tonight's live video stream on YouTube and Facebook, brought to you by Petty Jean Fiber and by First Arkansas Bank and Trust. And the player of the game each week brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust in Clinton. Now, let's join our announcers for tonight's game. KHPQ Sports Director Jeff Hall and producer-announcer Mike Hawley. Get ready for tonight's Yellow Jacket basketball action on KHPQ.
It's regional tournament action tonight. It's the boys as they take on the host Brooklyn Bearcats here in Northeast Arkansas. I'm Mike Hawley. Glad you could join me tonight. Jeff Hall will be away. Aaron Duhan. The Duhan is on the live stream. Hope you can watch it back home. And this should be a good one. It was 1 year ago yesterday. These two teams played at Yellow Jacket Arena, and Brooklyn hit a buzzer beater to break the Yellow Jackets' hearts that night by 3 points. And tonight they meet again, this time in Northeast Arkansas here at Bearcat Arena. Crowd still coming in here. It'll be standing room only for this one, and only about, when this place is half full, it is extremely loud. And I can only imagine when this game gets started with this crowd, it's going to be deafening in here. Hopefully our Yellow Jackets can feed off that passion to their own advantage. As I told Coach Smith today, it's kind of like Nolan Richardson used to say, a lot of times it's us against the world. And tonight that's what it is here as the Yellow Jackets. It's us against the world here in this arena. But the Yellow Jackets are talented. They've been through games like this. They played a tough schedule in hopes of playing a game like this. And if you're a competitor and if you're a player, these are the kind of games you dream of, to play in front of a crowd like this with everything on the line. The winner moves on. The loser's season comes to an end. Brooklyn's going to start 4 seniors. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's bad. They have a lot of experience, but also a lot of times the senior thinks this might be the last game and tighten up. So we'll see as this one goes on. Yellow Jackets come in with a record of 23 wins, 6 losses on the season. They were 14-2 in conference play, finished in second place behind Little Rock Christian, who took down Forest City last night by 20 points. Yellow Jackets have won 17 games in a row, longest streak in Yellow Jacket history since the 1984 team won 22 straight. Yellow Jackets are 7-4 on games on the road this year, but one of those was at Little Rock Christian. One of those was at Russellville. From that really tough schedule the Yellow Jackets played, but 7-4 on the road this year. That last loss for Clinton was back on December the 19th, 2023. That loss at Russellville. And the streak started back on December the 22nd when they beat Cabot 76-70. Who knew at that point the Jackets would go on to win 17 in a row? The Jackets' last game was Thursday, a 57-52 win at Yellow Jacket Arena on senior night over Little Rock Hall. And, of course, I mentioned last year these two teams met 1 year ago. Yes, tomorrow it was a 60-57 Brooklyn win back on February the 23rd of 23. Brooklyn finished second in they're trying to make the state tournament. The Yellow Jackets trying to make the state tournament for the second year in a row in 4 of the last 5 years. Clinton averages 66 points a game. Now here's the one of the keys to the ball game tonight. Great defense played by Brooklyn almost every year under head coach Bobby Gross. They will play defense, and they'll slow it down, and they're big. They give up, or they have held 19 of their opponents this year under 50 points. 19 of their opponents have been held under 50 points. That's a pretty low number in modern high school basketball. Yellow Jackets average 67 points a game. Brooklyn gives up less than 50. So one of the things to watch tonight is that scoreboard. If the Yellow Jackets can score and score above that average that Brooklyn gives up, they'll have a good chance to win this one. And that'll be one of the keys to the game. Another key to the game is they have about 2 6'4" players and a 6'6" player that'll come off the bench. They give up very few defensive rebounds. If the Yellow Jackets can get anything on the second shots on their end, that'll be an advantage. And they must rebound on the offensive end when Brooklyn has the basketball, or Brooklyn will take advantage of that with multiple shots. So you got to rebound on the defensive end, hope to get a few on the offensive end. Must rebound. Also on one of the keys also is Brooklyn very good at taking charges as a part of that great defense. And so Yellow Jackets have got to avoid foul trouble. They got to avoid charging fouls. They got to look that Brooklyn's going to be trying to take a lot of charging fouls. And one thing this Brooklyn team has, they have depth. They have 3 players that come off the bench, 1-6-6, and there's not much drop-off when those guys come into the game like we see in a lot of teams. But the Yellow Jackets playing their best basketball of the year. They shoot the ball extremely well. Jackets have size of their own, so this should be a battle of 2 heavyweights here at Brooklyn tonight. Lady Yellow Jackets won last night 44-41. They're here in attendance tonight. Coach Post has them here. They practiced earlier today at Jonesboro High School. And they'll play tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, against the winner of the game following this one, Heber Springs versus Brooklyn. Both teams on the floor warming up. Jackets in their white home uniforms as they are the higher seed on the bracket. They're a 2 seed. Brooklyn, who was upset in the district tournament by Blytheville, dropped from 1 to 3, and that's why they're in this game here tonight against the Yellow Jackets, as they had a district tournament and they paid the price by losing to Brooklyn, losing to Blytheville, and getting dropped down to a number 3 seed. Yellow Jackets conference, no district tournament. How you finish is how you go to the regional. Well, the teams are heading to the bench. Bearcats heading to their bench and head coach Bobby Gross. Yellow Jackets heading to their bench, head coach Judson Smith, assistant Tristan Tate, and the best manager in the business, Jory Tumbleson, as he greets the team as they head to the bench. Well, we'll send it back to the station. They're going to introduce the lineups here. When we come back, we'll have Yellow Jacket basketball from Brooklyn. You'll listen to the Yellow Jackets on Q92.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Comrie Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Comrie Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle. Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Petit Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Well, here we go. Both teams on the floor. Clinton in the home white uniforms trimmed in gold and black. Brooklyn in the road uniforms, black trimmed in red. They are the Bearcats, and we're set to play. Carter Holland steps into the center circle, and we are underway. And Brooklyn controls the tip. And they'll move it into the front court, and the Jackets will open in a man-to-man defense. Cole Kirby, the outstanding guard, number 4 for Brooklyn. Dylan Jones on him as they work the perimeter, trying to feel out this Yellow Jacket defense. Kirby drives, pulls up, shot good. Kirby outstanding, the leading scorer for Brooklyn. Widener with the basketball, looks to get it inside to Burgess. Widener to the basket, cut off, and stolen by Brooklyn. They're on the run. One-on-one to the basket. Shot up. Good. Tough shot. Tyler Parham, a 4-year starter for the Bearcats. Started as a 9th grader. Scores there. Man-to-man defense, and nobody plays it as good as Brooklyn does. And the Jackets lose it out of bounds. And they're going to say Brooklyn was already out of bounds when they saved it off of Carter Holland's leg. So going into that student section on that end, if you're watching on TV, they are hanging over the wall down there on that end of the floor. Jackets got to weather the storm here. Brendan Johnson drives inside, and he's going to be whistled for a foul. We talked about it in the pregame show. They're going to look to take charging fouls. Not really sure that was one, but the official called it. Said he led with his arm, but didn't look like it from here. 4-0 Brooklyn early. Working the perimeter. That's Kirby, and he's going to be called for an offensive foul. And I'm not sure that was a classic offensive foul either, but it evens up, and Kirby picks up his first foul. Widener brings it into the front court. Parham on him. 2 good athletes there, and Jackets throw it out of bounds as they tried to post up Carter Holland on the block. Jackets led most of the first half last year, and then Brooklyn came back to take the lead, and the Jackets had to rally in the fourth quarter. Long 3, no good. Rebound Holland. Jackets rallied on a great shot by Brody Emerson to tie it, and then Brooklyn hit a game winner at the buzzer. Widener spins inside, no good. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Clinton. Bobby Gross, the coach for Brooklyn, you can see him on the screen standing up next to the official. He was a great player back in his day at Arkansas State University. Burgess drives and scores. The Jackets are on the board. Dawson Burgess down the baseline. 4-2 Brooklyn. Cross-court pass. Kirby drives. Ball knocked away. Picked up by Widener. Widener on the run, trying to get to the basket, and he's fouled. And Widener will go to the line. Great play by Dylan Jones to knock the ball away and start the fast break. And I think the officials are going to talk this over and say maybe it's on the floor. The official who called the foul said it was a shot. And they're going to stick with it. Widener goes to the line. Team foul number 2 on Brooklyn. Widener's free throw, no good. Free throws are big in games like this. Widener, shot, good. Zane's on the board, and it's 4-3. Into the front court. Parham, now Kirby in the corner. Back out top to Jackson, and inside, and they're going to call the foul on Carter Holland. Holding on the inside, away from the basketball. Brooklyn, a really physical team with size. Trying to get it in. Finally does. Kirby's going to pull up, and Brooklyn's going to get called for running through a screen. And it was Carter Holland who went to the floor this time. And the foul will go on Brooklyn. And Kirby buried that three, but it'll wipe it off the board. And that's the third team foul already now on Brooklyn. Burgess, pump fake, now shoots the three, short. Battle for the boards, there's Brendan Johnson. Gets it back, and ball taken away. Brooklyn on the run. No call there on the inside. And Brooklyn has it in a 1-point lead. Hand off to Kirby on the near side. Back to Jackson at the top. Now to Parham. Parham tries to drive on Burgess. Gets inside. He may have stepped out of bounds, and he did. Great defense by Burgess to pin him behind the backboard. And the only way he's going to get around him was to step out of bounds. Jackets with a chance to take the lead. Widener cut off by Kirby. Still has it. Now to Burgess. Jones with the ball. Looking. Now to Johnson. Near side. Carter Holland pulls up for three. Shots long. Rebound Parham for Brooklyn. Brooklyn doesn't look to run a whole lot unless they have numbers. They're a little bit more methodical. Ball on the far side. That's Holiday with the basketball. To Kirby, and he'll pull up. And another offensive foul against Brooklyn. They're trying to run screens to free up Kirby, who is a great shooter. And that's team foul. Team foul number 4 on Brooklyn. Holiday the foul. That's his first. Holiday checks out. Now they bring in Toby Burns and number 23, Lane Webster. Webster's 6'6". There's not a whole lot of drop-off when those two come in, and the Jackets throw it away. Gus Scroggins, Sam Standridge in the game for Clinton. And I think both teams trying to fill each other out. A lot of pressure. I think both teams are a little amped up right now. Both teams know it's a win-or-go-home game. Shot no good. Sam Standridge with the rebound. Jackets have done a good job so far on the defensive boards. Burgess drives, pulls up from the elbow. Shot no good. Rebound by Brooklyn. That's Burns. Gets into the front court. Now Sam Standridge on Kirby. Webster shoots a three. It's no good. There's Burgess. Jackets with a third chance to take the lead. Holland with the basketball. Pulls up from three. Short. Battle for the boards. And it's going to go to Brooklyn. Gus Scroggins tried to keep it alive, but the ball went out of bounds. And Brooklyn will have it. We've played 4.5 minutes. Brooklyn leads 4-3. Burns with the basketball to Kirby, to Parham, running that weave at the top of the key. Tries to drive, cut off by Holland. Back to Parham. He'll shoot a long three, in and out, and rebound Widener. Dare I say it, fourth chance to take the lead. Widener with the basketball, double team. Now to Carter, wide open. Yes! Carter Holland on the board. And the Jackets take their first lead of the game, 6-4. Burns with the basketball, tries to drive, inside, forces it up, blocked by Holland. Jackets on the run. Standridge to the basket, shot good, and he's fouled. Great run out by the Yellow Jackets. Standridge finishes, and he'll head to the line. Tyler Parham with the foul. Team foul number 5. The Jackets will shoot for the final 2:44 the first quarter. Free throw, good. 9-4 Clinton. 9 straight points for the Yellow Jackets after Brooklyn jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Webster, Widener on him. Looked like he traveled, no call. Webster pulls up and hits it. That's a call we saw called a couple times last night where they take the step before the dribble. And there it is. Holland called for the offensive foul. Cole Kirby takes it. And now Carter Holland with 2 fouls. Team foul number 3 on the Yellow Jackets. 2:20 left in the first quarter. It's 9-6. Webster from the free throw line. Good. Webster only a sophomore, 6'6". Widener drives inside, and he's fouled. The defender was up in the air. And the official telling Bobby Gross to cool it over here on the near side. If you know anything about Bobby Gross, he is very intense on the sideline. Widener will have a pair. That was a good call by the official. The defender was airborne, and he made contact with the shooter. I think they're trying to check, make sure they got the correct number. Jackson with a foul, his first. Widener shot good. Widener now 3 of 4 at the line. And we got another stoppage in play. And trying to get the, make sure we have the correct player getting the foul on the scorebook. And we're ready to play. 11-8 Clinton. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Kirby with the basketball to Parham. Drives, pulls up from the free throw line over Burgess. It's short. Rebound Carter Holland. Holland in the front court. Hands off. Burgess running the weave. Standridge drives to the basket. Left hand, good. Switching to the left hand made all the difference there. He avoided the block shot and scored. And it's 13-8. Kirby pulls up. Floater no good. Rebound Holland. Looking to run to Widener. Nothing there. Pulls it up. Good job. And now gets it to Carter Holland. Cross court to Standridge. Gus Scroggins in the corner. Burns on him. Now to Widener. 15 on the shot clock. Standridge up in the air. Fake on Webster. Shot up. And they're going to whistle Standridge for the offensive foul. Good play by Sam to get Webster up in the air and got around him, but then got a little too deep. Brooklyn's going to look to fall every time, trying to take the offensive foul. Jackets will adjust, maybe pull up and use a little finesse and pull up maybe and shoot that 8 to 10 footer. Under a minute to play. Jackets lead by 5. Webster looks to shoot. Widener on him. Nothing there. To Parham. 15 on the shot clock. 40 on the game clock. They reset it to Burns out front. 10 seconds. Cole Kirby with the basketball. He can shoot it from there. Kirby steps, pulls up from 17 feet short. Rebound Widener. There's 30 seconds left, and the Jackets have the ball. Could go for the last one if they want to. Widener down the lane. Off the glass. No good. Ball poked away. And the Jackets going to be whistled for a foul. Kind of got off balance when he got into the lane. Forced kind of an awkward shot. Didn't get it to go. And now we're going to walk to the other end because both teams are in the double bonus. I think it's Zane Widener to be his first foul.
Lane Webster at the line. 2 shots.
Lane Webster at the line. He has 2. First shot, no good. 18.7 seconds left. Jackets have done a good job so far to kind of silence the crowd. Shot is good. 13-9. Coach Smith looking for a set play here. Calls it out. 12 seconds. Now 10. Standridge coming off a screen. Nothing there to Holland. 5 seconds. 4. Way out front. Gets it to Burgess. He'll rise and fire. In and out off the glass. Almost got it. Couldn't go. But Jackets lead at the end of the first quarter as the bench comes out to greet their teammates. After one, it's Clinton 13, Brooklyn 9. Listen to Yellow Jacket basketball on Q92.
Adventure awaits. And with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, now in Clinton. Clay, you cut your teeth at a Chrysler dealership.
Cut my teeth at Landers, Chrysler, and Benton, the largest Chrysler store in the world. And so, to have Chrysler, Ram, Jeep in a small town and to have my name on the building, it's such an honor, it's such a blessing. And so, it's a brand that means a lot to us. It's a community that means a lot to us. We're giving it everything we got. Committed to customer service being a great one, not just a good one, but a great one. So winning back the community and getting our customer service the way that they should be.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
And back to action start the second quarter. Jackets have it. They lead 13-9. And ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Clinton. Sam Standridge 4 points in the first quarter. Zane Widener with 3. Dawson Burgess 2. And Carter Holland with 3. And Dylan Jones and Brendan Johnson will check in. The original starting 5 now back on the floor for Clinton. And now Brooklyn trying to make some adjustments in their man-to-man defense on personnel. Widener down the baseline cut off. Burgess for 3. Short. Brendan Johnson runs the rebound down. His floater good. Brendan's on the board. And the Jackets lead 15-9. Clinton now still in the man-to-man defense. That's Burns. Post inside. Inside. Johnson challenges the shot. No good, out of bounds, and they're going to leave it with Brooklyn. Tried to post the 6'6" Ben Jackson inside on Brendan Johnson. Brendan doesn't give up any height to him, maybe a little bit of weight. And run the inbounds play. Cole Kirby gets it to the corner to Burns, to Parham. His left-handed 3 is off, but Jackson gets the rebound, and his shot's good. First points of the night for Jackson. One of the keys to the game is trying to keep them off the offensive boards. Widener, and they're going to get Dylan Jones for apparently a moving screen, and that cost the Yellow Jackets because Widener was fixing to score, and I'm not really sure that was much of a moving screen, and Judson Smith telling the official the same thing. Great play. Widener rolled down the lane to score, but they're going to wipe it off the board. It's 15-11. Burns drives, blocked by Widener, pinned it on the board. Oh my gosh, now they're going to call a foul from half court. And the Clinton crowd did not like that. Burns had a clear path to the basket. Widener blocked it clearly from behind, pinned it on the backboard. And that's also Widener's second foul. Wow. Call didn't come from the official under the basket. Call didn't come from the official stationed at the free throw line. Call came from the official at midcourt. Burns hits the first one. 15-12. And rattles the second one home. 15-13. Widener with 2 fouls now. Widener trying to get to the basket. Over Parham. His shot's no good. Burgess tip good. Dawson Burgess attacking the glass. Any type of offensive rebound on our end definitely be a bonus. Burgess gets one there. Brendan Johnson got one earlier. 17-13. Jackson inside. Shot good. Jackson gets it that low, you almost can't stop him. Widener with the basketball. Now to Johnson. 2 sophomores there, Westbrook and Johnson. And Jackets are called for a travel. 6:13 left in the first half. Clinton leads by 2. Carter Holland checks back in. Sam Standridge takes a breather. It's Scroggins, Jones, Widener, Johnson, Holland on the floor right now for Clinton. Burgess getting a break. Cole Kirby with the basketball. Dylan Jones on him. To Webster. Now to Parham. Parham trying to go one-on-one on Carter Holland, and that's an offensive foul. Offensive fouls are raining down tonight, and I think Bobby Gross just wanted to run a clear out there. He really didn't want Parham to have to try to force it all the way to the basket, and he draws the offensive foul. 2 fouls now on Parham. First team foul on Brooklyn in the second quarter. Widener double teamed. Ball knocked away. Every time Zane gets it, they're double teaming him. 17-15. Brooklyn setting up a play. Bobby Gross calling out the play. Now it's going to be a 1-4 or a flat, they call this. Parham looks to shoot. Nothing there. And now Webster, long three. No good. Rebound. Carter Holland up the floor. Back to Holland. Long three. No good. Rebound Parham. Probably need the team shooting as well from the outside as they normally do. That tells you about the defense, the intensity, and the pressure of this game. Cole Kirby inside. Shot no good, but he's fouled. And the Jackets have done a good job on their leading scorer, Kirby. Only 2 points so far. Gus Scroggins with the foul. His first, team foul number 3. Kirby hits the first. Kirby is a 2-time 4A Golf State champion, 2-time All-State basketball player, 3-time All-State golfer, and he is headed to Arkansas State University on a golf scholarship next year. He shot 8 under par 64 as a high school golfer, and he hits them both. Game tied at 17. Brendan Johnson will take the three. No. And they're going to get Burgess over the back. And that'll be team foul number 4. Still 4:40 left in this first half. Burns the basketball, gets instructions from Gross. And now they try to set the play. Brendan Johnson on Jackson on the inside. Burns with it, trying to free up Cole Kirby. Now Zane Widener on Kirby. He'll take the three. Yes. Got range, and he just needs a little bit of space. He gets it off quickly. Now Brooklyn back in the league. Gus Scroggins to answer, no good. Rebound Brooklyn. Kirby again, pulls up, in and out. All to bounce, goes to Clinton. That would have brought the house down if it had been back-to-back threes by Kirby. Jackets need to score and quieten this crowd. 2 heavyweights playing here today, and the Jackets turn it away, and Webster steps out of bounds. So loud you can't even hear the whistle. And the Jackets will have it. Widener. Man-to-man defense by Brooklyn. Widener on Parham inside. Holland off the glass. No good, but a foul on Webster. Great pass by Widener to get it in there. He had to put a little English on that one, a little spin to get it to Holland in the low post. Jackets 3 of 4 at the line. First free throws of the night for Holland. It's the first one. (2018). Second one. Good. 20-19 Brooklyn. 3:44 left in the first half. Brooklyn led by 4 at one point. Yellow Jackets led by 6 at one point. Cole Kirby out front. Everything's a set play right now for Brooklyn, and Kirby will just pull up and shoot from 17. And no good. And They're going to call Widener for his third foul. Wow. Kirby went down. I'm not sure how much contact was made there. Did not affect the shot. The shot was already released and gone. And that is a huge foul as Widener will have to head to the bench. Kirby's second free throw good. He's got 9 points. Only had 2 in the first quarter. He's hit 7 here in the last minute. 22-19 Brooklyn. Third shot, by the way, is good. And now Brooklyn leads by 4, 23-19. Possessions are important. Can't let Brooklyn get away from you here on the road. And the Jackets throw it away. Dylan Jones back in. Jones, Burgess, Hollins, Standridge, Brendan Johnson. Only are 2 seniors on the floor. 2 sophomores and a junior right now for Clinton. A lot of seniors on the floor for Brooklyn. Webster with the basketball. He's not one. Cole Kirby on the floor to the basket. Euro step. Count it. Kirby starting to take over now. 25-19. 2:43 left. Jackets need a good possession. Running to clear out on the far side. Nothing there. Corner. Brendan Johnson tries to get it inside. It's knocked away by Kirby. Webster on the run. Right-handed spin shot, no good. And the Jackets down the floor and off the fingertips of Brendan Johnson and out of bounds. .220 first half, 25-19. Biggest lead of the game now for Brooklyn. Kirby looks to fire, now runs off a screen. They'll pull up from about 16 feet and scores. And the Jackets will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Listen to Yellow Jacket basketball on Q92.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Comrie Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Comrie Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
A foul called on Brooklyn inside. They try to take another charging foul. Third team foul on Brooklyn. And the Jackets will have it into their own basket. We trail 27-19, 2:03 left in the first half. Jackets need a basket badly here. Biggest lead of the game for Brooklyn. Can't let them get too far away here on the road. Gets it into Carter Holland. Turns, shot, good, and foul. Big play by Carter. 27-21. Great spin move. And we've seen that for 2 seasons now. Tremendous on the spin move. If you haven't heard the news, Carter Holland shattered a backboard in practice day over at Nettleton High School. Had a couple facial cuts, but he's okay. Hits the free throw. (27-22). Jackets need some defense. Cole Kirby, shot no good, tip no good. Battle for the rebounds, and it'll stay with Brooklyn. Kirby's got 14 points, 2 in the first quarter. He scored 12 here in the second quarter. Standridge on him now. Jackson with the ball way out front. On the near side to Burns. That's Holiday. Now Burns to Jackson. Working the top. Kirby. Passes to Holiday. Drops it back off to Kirby. Layup good. Good ball movement by the Bearcats. 29-22. Jones, corner. Standridge. His three-pointer is partially blocked. And Brooklyn's on the run. And Webster will pull up. And they'll set up the offense. Working the perimeter. That's Burns. Tries to drive on Jones. His spin shot no good. Rebound Brendan Johnson. Less than a minute to play. Carter Holland's three no good. And Brooklyn's going to slow it down. 30 on the shot clock, 45 on the game clock. They can't go for the last one. But Bobby Gross does not mind shortening the ball game here a little bit. Cole Kirby with the basketball out front. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Standridge on Kirby. Got a lot of shooting range. Shot clock at 8, 7, 6. Kirby pulls up. Three-pointer. No, but there's a battle for the rebound. Brooklyn has it. Shot up and no good. And it's out of bounds. And they're going to call a jump ball. And the arrow points toward Brooklyn. Neither player possessed the ball, but the official at midcourt thinks that both players touched the ball simultaneously that went out of bounds. The official right beside the play didn't call anything. Now Brooklyn can go for the final shot with 11.8 seconds left. Briar Allred checks in for Brooklyn. And they get the ball in to Jackson. Allred to Burns. 6 on the clock, and team foul number 5 on Clinton. That'll go on Dylan Jones. And that'll send Burns to the line for Brooklyn. Burns' free throw is good. Webster and Kirby check back in for the final 6 seconds. Burns has one more and misses it. Rebound Johnson to Holland, to Dylan Jones, back to Holland. 1 second, pulls up, three. No, but they fouled him and knocked him out of bounds on the far side. What a mistake right there. And you don't see that usually with a Bobby Gross coach team, as they foul a three-point shooter near the sideline. And now the officials want to talk it over. I'm not sure what there is to talk about. It's either a foul and 3 free throws, or it's nothing. And it will be 3 free throws.
Carter Holland, 3 shot.
Carter's free throw is good. He's 3 for 4. Boy, the Jackets needed that. 30-23. Got one more. Got it. Now we got one more. It's 30-24. Each team now has been fouled on a three-pointer. Holland's 3 is good, and that'll set the halftime score. Those 3 free throws get the Yellow Jackets back in the game. At the half, it's Brooklyn 30, Clinton 25. Listen to Yellow Jacket basketball on Q92.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle. Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, now in Clinton. Clay, you cut your teeth at a Chrysler dealership.
Cut my teeth at Landers, Chrysler, and Benton, the largest Chrysler store in the world. And so, to have Chrysler, Ram, Jeep in a small town and to have my name on the building, it's such an honor, it's such a blessing. And so, it's a brand that means a lot to us. It's a community that means a lot to us. We're giving it everything we got. Committed to customer service being a great one, not just a good one, but a great one. So winning back the community and getting our customer service the way that they should be.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, now in Clinton. Now, Clinton is a tight-knit community. They work hard to support one another.
They work hard to take care of small, family-owned business, and that's what we are. We want to bring that family-owned atmosphere with also the opportunity for the consumer to get that great deal that they deserve. So, we feel like we've got the best of both worlds.
Keep driving by every day. The inventory keeps getting better.
It's Ram country, and we're going to keep making it bigger and better. So, yes, ma'am.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Well, Mike Hawley back here at Bearcat Arena in Brooklyn, Arkansas, about 10 miles north of Jonesboro. Jeff Hall will join us again tomorrow night when the Lady Yellow Jackets play at 7 o'clock. Aaron Duhon is here. That's giving you those great shots on the live stream. Jackets fell behind 4-0 in this one and then came back to take the lead, had a 9-6 lead, 11-8 lead, and at one point led 13-8. Scored the first basket of the second quarter, lead 15-9, and then Brooklyn kind of whittled it back, came back, took the lead at 20-19, and have led ever since then. In fact, they had a 8-point lead at one point, 27-19, but 3 free throws by Carter Holland on the final play of the first half get the Yellow Jackets back in it. It's 30-25. Brooklyn here at the half. Yellow Jackets making their way back onto the floor. Brooklyn yet to come back onto the floor. Scoring for Brooklyn, Lane Webster with 5 points. Ben Jackson with 2 points. Toby Burns with 2 points. And the leading scorer is their leading scorer, Cole Kirby, the senior. Got 16 points. Big thing was he got 14 of the 16 in the second quarter. Only 2 points in the first quarter. For Clinton, Dawson Burgess, the senior, 4 points. Zane Widener, the senior, 3 points. Brendan Johnson, the sophomore, 2 points. Sam Standers, the sophomore, with 4 points. And the leading scorer for the Jackets in the first half, junior Carter Holland, with 10 points. Yellow Jackets had only 1 3-pointer in the first half, and Brooklyn only had 1 3-pointer in the first half. Brooklyn went to the line 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 free throws. 11 free throws for Brooklyn, and Brooklyn was 8 of 11 at the line. For Clinton, the Jackets went to the line 2, 4, 6, 10 attempts for the Yellow Jackets, and they were 8 of 10 at the line. The Yellow Jackets had 1 3-pointer in the first half. Also, that came from Carter Holland. One of the big factors in the first half, Zane Widener picked up his 3rd foul midway through the second quarter. Had to set the rest of the half. He'll be back here in the second half. Other than that, the Yellow Jackets are in pretty good shape as far as foul trouble. Brooklyn really not any fouls, as they've played 8 players in that first half. Lady Yellow Jackets, as I said, will play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against the winner of Brooklyn and Heber Springs. That game is next. And I know a lot of people back home are watching and listening, and looks like quite a crew back there with Creed Brown and Alec, and looks like Sam and Zach Hunt and some of the Clute boys there. And big, I'm sure they're having a big time back there in the living room. Hopefully we can bring you a victory. And don't get too rowdy back there, boys. And but we're about a couple of minutes away here. And start this third period. This is a standing room only crowd here at Brooklyn. The gym looks a lot like the gym at Blyville did last year in the state tournament. The end zones are up off the floor, and on that one end you can see the Brooklyn student section all dressed in white. They are hanging over the wall down there. The Yellow Jackets were shooting into that the first half, and they will not be shooting into that in the second half. Maybe that'll be a good factor on our side. We see that a lot of times on the Yellow Jacket Arena, on those great student section, sometimes alters the game on that end of the floor in the second half for the visiting team. Earlier today, Pulaski Academy girls, they move on. They beat Jonesboro West Side. Coach Ricky Treadway is, I think, his 44th year, 42nd year. This is his final year of coaching, and he wins tonight, and so he will get to coach into next week before he heads off to Sheridan to become the athletic director down there. Well, let's take one final break. When we come back, we'll have the second half action. Your score, it's Brooklyn 30, Clinton 25. Listen to Yellow Jacket basketball on Q92.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
And we're back here. Bearcat Arena, second half fixed to start. I think Tommy Reed's watching back home in Conway. Miss Nano's probably with him there. and hope Coach gets better because got a lot of basketball coming up. This is one of his favorite times of the year, high school state tournament and regional basketball, and the St. Louis Cardinals starting spring training. So a shout out to Coach Tommy Reed. Here we go. Zane Widener with the basketball. He's back in. He has 3 fouls. Burgess running that dribble drive offense. Now Widener will pull up for 3. Shot no good. Yellow Jackets still with only 1 3-pointer in the ball game. Cole Kirby has it. Big first half for Kirby. He's got 16. And now working the perimeter. That's all red. Here to the near side to Burns. Now back to Cole Kirby. All red didn't come in until like the last couple of minutes of the first half, but he's out there now. And 3-pointer by Kirby, no good, but Brooklyn runs down the rebounds. Good hustle by Brooklyn to save that one. Holiday here in the near corner in front of the Brooklyn bench. Cole Kirby looks to drive inside, all knocked away. He's on the floor, no call. And I'm going to say Clinton touched the ball while out of bounds. Might have been a travel there. Kirby went to the floor with the ball, but no call. Do or die for both of these teams. Kirby, Dylan Jones on him. Jackson way out front. Parham, his left-handed 3 is good. One of their top scorers. He only had 2 points in the first half. Second 3-pointer in the game for Brooklyn. 33-25, 8-point lead for the second time today for Brooklyn. Carter Holland cut off inside. Dawson Burgess will shoot the 3. Is good. Burgess answers. Cuts the lead back to 5. And a whistle. And a foul on the Yellow Jackets. Foul on Dawson Burgess, only his second. First team foul on the Jackets. 6:09 left in the third quarter, 33-28. We talked about the Jackets average almost 67 points a game. Brooklyn has held 19 teams this year under 50 points. Right now the Jackets only have 28. Cole Kirby 3, good. His second 3, he's got 19. Widener trying to make a move. Can't go anywhere. Now gets it to Burgess. He'll pull up again for 3. That one's short. And rebound all red. Up to Kirby. Got to get to him. He'll pull up from anywhere. And now they set up the offense with Jackson here on the near side. Check, that's Holiday. Parham out front, a 4-year starter. Not many players can say that. And he turns it over. And the Jackets on the run to Brendan Johnson all the way to the basket. And his layup is good. Johnson has 4. I'm not sure if he decided if he's going to dunk it or lay it in. He got caught in between, but it did roll in. 36-30. And Carter Holland will pick up the fouls. He tried to get over the screen. And that'll be his third foul. Gus Scroggins checks in for Brendan Johnson. Not sure if the Yellow Jackets maybe changing some defense. Possibly Gus was passing a message on for something there when he came in. Now they run Parham off a double screen. Allred will shoot a 3. Short and out of bounds. Belongs to Clinton. And Brooklyn said the Yellow Jackets tipped it on the shot, but from our angle, he shot it from so far out, it was just short. Now Brendan Johnson, check that, Zane Widener, Carter Holland now with 3 fouls each. Halfway through the third quarter. Cole Kirby on Widener. Burgess will pull up for three, in and out. And Brooklyn has the rebound. 36-30. Game played at the pace that Brooklyn likes to play. Trying to get a set play in. Some coaches run a motion. Some coaches like to run set plays. Cole Kirby will pull up from about 20 feet short, but they get the long rebound, and Kirby has it, but a new shot clock. 3:45 left in the third. Jackets trail by 6. Jackets just want to get into the fourth quarter with a chance to win here on the road. Us against the world. Allred out front. Holland on him. Now to Holiday. Widener backs off and a whistle and away from the ball. Gus Scroggins will be called for the foul. Third team foul. None so far on Brooklyn. 2 on Gus Scroggins. Kirby, Dylan Jones on him. Jackson out front. Parham and Burgess. He'll pull up long three, knocks it home. Parham starting to heat up. Timeout Clinton will keep it here. Parham starting to heat up. 2 points in the first half. He's got 6 here in the third quarter. That's now the third three. Check that, the fourth three of the game for Brooklyn. That makes the score now Brooklyn 39, Clinton 30. Biggest lead of the game for Brooklyn. Jackets got to battle back in this final 3.5 minutes. Get into the fourth quarter with a chance to win. Foul trouble starting to become a problem for Clinton also. We talk about that. When you get in foul trouble, you have to back off on the defensive end. Right now, the big three for Clinton have 16 points. And they're going to whistle Burgess for the offensive foul. Turnover, ball goes over to Brooklyn. Now the big three all have 3 fouls. Now the Yellow Jackets go into a 1-3-1 zone defense. Burns with the basketball in the corner. You got to know where Cole Kirby is in this zone defense because he'll rise up and shoot a 3. He's running the baseline right now, stolen by Burgess, and he tries to get it to Carter Holland and thrown away. And Cole Kirby drives the basket, and a blocking foul on Zane Widener. And that'll be his 4th. Kirby drove to the basket and dove to his left to avoid straight-up contact with Widener. And he gets the benefit of the call. Kirby shot good. Kirby has 20. And he missed the second one. 40-30. Widener in the game with 4. And the foul on Jackson, way out on the floor. Only the second team foul against Brooklyn in the third quarter. Gets it into Widener. Widener's going to have to go a long ways with the 4. Scroggins. Widener. Burgess down the baseline, and layup is good, and a foul. And Burgess, almost a similar play, tried to avoid the charge, rolled to his right, scored, and they called Brooklyn, same official, and he called the blocking foul on this end. And And Dawson's free throw is good. And Dawson has 10, and it's 40-33. Yellow Jackets going to have to start getting some stops. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Going to the 1-3-1 zone defense. Now Kirby up at the top. Parham will just pull and shoot and hit it. They don't hesitate. We've seen Jonesboro West Side last night. These teams up here in North Arkansas, they do not hesitate to pull the trigger on a three-pointer. Carter Holland with the ball. Jackets down by 10 again, 43-33. Burgess on Jackson. Tries to make a move, gets to the basket. His leaner is good. Great individual play that time by Dawson Burgess. Jackson did everything he could, but he couldn't stop Burgess. Burgess a chance for back-to-back old-fashioned three-pointers. I think that's team. 40-35. Shot short. And he runs his own rebound down maybe. And it's going to go out of bounds into Brooklyn. Great hustle by Burgess. Just couldn't keep it in bounds. (43-35). Jackets have got to get some stops on defense. Webster now in the game. Another big shooter here in the corner. Standridge. And now the Jackets have gone back to the man-to-man defense after a couple of threes by Brooklyn. And now Parham's going to be fouled on the three. He's going to get 3 free throws. And Burgess is going to pick up his 4th foul. Widener's checked out. He's got 4. Parham misses the free throw. Jackets with 2 players with 4, 1 with 3. Parham hits the second one. This is the 3rd time tonight there's been a 3-point shooter foul. 2 for Brooklyn, 1 for Clinton. And he misses the 3rd free throw. They only get 1 point out of that. 44-35, a minute to go. Inside to Johnson. Layup good. Great pass from Burgess. Brendan's got 6, and it's 44-37. 50 seconds left, 30 on the shot clock. If you get a stop here and 1 more basket before the end of the quarter, and Cole Kirby scores a tough shot over 2 defenders. And he's got 22 now. (46-37). Carter Holland, great pass to Johnson, layup blocked, and they're going to call a foul. Great pass. Brendan Johnson had a clear path to the basket. The defender came from behind. Did he get some body or not? The official said he did. Johnson to the line, and he hits the first one. 7 for the sophomore, 46-38. And the second one rattles out. Brooklyn has the chance to go for the last shot, and I'm sure they will. Try to shorten the game. They lead by 8. 20 seconds left. 4 on the baseline. Cole Kirby and Sam Standridge at midcourt. More than likely, he'll try to drive, and if any defender comes to help, then that'll be the player he'll look to pass to. Kirby comes in. Free throw line. Step back. 2-pointer. No good. Battle for the rebound, and Brendan Johnson has it. And the Jackets get the stop they needed. But they trail by 8 as we head to the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere, folks. Jackets got life in them. At the end of 3, Brooklyn 46, Clinton 38. Listen to Yellow Jacket basketball on Q92.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen. during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Well, here we go. Brooklyn will have it to start the fourth quarter. Jackets trail 46-38. Going to have some defensive stops here. A long three by Allred, no good. There's two stops in a row for the Yellow Jackets. Quickly up the floor. Brendan Johnson pulls up from 10 feet, no good. And Brooklyn's going to get it into the front court. Cole Kirby almost turned it over, but held on to it. And they're going to get pretty deliberate. Jackets open in a 1-3-1 zone. Webster from the corner, no good. Gus Scroggins with a rebound. Jackets with a chance to cut it to 6, maybe 5. Carter Holland drives, great pass. Gus Scroggins, but there's a whistle and a foul called on Brooklyn beforehand, and they'll maybe forget that foul and taking the layup, but the Jackets will have it under their own basket. The senior Zane Widener checks back in at the 7:13 mark. He has 4 fouls. Dawson Burgess 4 fouls. Carter Holland 3 fouls. Got to go now, though. Inside, great pass. Burgess scores. Dawson pinned his man, and he's had a big second half. 9 points in the half, 13 in the game for Dawson Burgess. 46-40. Inside, Allred, pin, double team, gets it to Kirby. His long three, good. Jackets had to try to double team Allred that close to the basket. That left Kirby open. Widener's shot no good. Out of bounds. Stays with Clinton. 49-40. Gets it to Carter Holland. Turnaround jumper from 10. Good. Carter's first basket of the second half. He's got 12. Jackets aren't going to go down without a fight. Kirby again, short. And rebound, Carter Holland. And he saves it before going down. And the ball's out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. They're going to give it to Brooklyn. He got rid of the basketball before going to the floor. It would have been a travel. It looked like Gus Scroggins picked it up. And the official said it was off his hip and out of bounds. So, Inside, Allred trying to pin Widener on the low block. Cross-court pass. Kirby with it. And they're trying to get the ball pinned on Zane Widener down there with the 4 fouls. And they almost threw it in the backcourt. And now Cole Kirby will shoot a 3. Yes. Every time they almost turn the ball over, it ends up in Kirby's hands for a 3. They almost threw it backcourt there, and it ends up in Cole Kirby's hands. A couple of plays before that, the Yellow Jackets double team Allred at the block, and he gets it out to Kirby for a 3, and that leads back to 10. 52-42. Kirby 16 at the half. 19, 22, 23, 25, 28 points for Cole Kirby. .550 left, still a lot of time left. Widener tries to drive the lane, gets in the lane, shot no good, gets his own rebound, and a late call, and it's going to be a blocking foul on Brooklyn. And Jackson's going to foul out. He just came back into the game with 4. And he'll be the first player to leave the game tonight as Jackson fouls out. The sophomore Webster checks back in. Widener without a point in the second half. Got one now. Widener with 4, 52-43. Jackets going to have to hit a lot of free throws down the stretch here. Second shot off the rim, no good. (52-43). Brooklyn in no hurry. Jackets right now about 23 points under their average. Cole Kirby will pull up and shoot it and knock it down. He's got 31. But the Jackets keep hanging around. Burgess with it to Carter Holland. 55-43. Inside, Burgess, good move with the right hand, scores. And the Jackets take a timeout. Let's take one with them. This is Yellow Jacket basketball on Q92.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
And Brooklyn with the basketball, drops it inside, knocked away, and off the foot of Webster and out of bounds. And the ball belongs to Clinton, trailing by 10. Every possession's important now. 4:42 left. Gus Scroggins checks back in. Love to see Gus maybe light up a couple of threes. Widener, Brendan Johnson, height advantage there. Corner to Burgess, drives the baseline, and a head check foul on Parham on the baseline. Team foul number 3 on Brooklyn. The Jackets would love to get to the free throw line and score with the clock off. Gus Scroggins out front. Carter Holland, a long 3, no good. And rebound Brooklyn. And they'll walk it into the front court as they're trying to milk every second off this clock. Kirby drives, basket, and good. 33 for Kirby. Widener, Burgess. Brendan Johnson will shoot a 3. Good. Got the roll on that one, and the Jackets will take another timeout. We'll keep it here. Boy, Brendan's had a good game today. 4, 6, 8, 10 for Brendan. 16 now for Dawson Burgess, 10 for Carter Holland. Jackets with 3 players in double figures. And they've cut the lead back to 9. (57-48). Glad you could tune in today. I know a lot of folks couldn't make it, long ways away. It's a weeknight and an early time, so we're so thankful for you to tune in to KHPQ, Yellow Jacket Live Stream Network, Facebook and YouTube. We had several hundred tune in last night on the live stream to watch the Lady Yellow Jackets, and we want to thank you for tuning in. Yellow Jacket Nation loves their Jackets, and a lot of Yellow Jacket fans did make the trip today. Girls play tomorrow night at 7. We'll have all the action for you tomorrow night. Hopefully the boys can rally, and we'll have 2 games tomorrow night. But they got work to do. They trail by 9. And there's now 4 minutes left in the ball game. 57-48. Trying to pin Webster on Standridge down low. Parham with the ball out front. And Kirby with the basketball. Now to Allred. Back to the top. Webster. And the shot clock down to 6. 5. Behind the back. Dribble. Now Kirby to the basket. Shot blocked by Carter Holland. Can the Yellow Jackets run down the rebound? They can. That's Standridge to Burgess. What a block by Holland. To the corner to Widener. And to the basket. And the Jackets turn it over. And Webster goes to the floor. No travel. That's twice tonight. Webster's went to the floor. And no travel. Wow. I mean, that is, that's one of the calls the officials learned the earliest. A player with the ball going to the floor, it's a travel, but the Jackets don't get the call here. And Brooklyn, more importantly, gets the basketball. Brooklyn took a timeout. Kirby kind of limped to the sideline a little bit there, but Jackets had a chance there maybe to cut it to 7, maybe 6. Both teams now with 2 timeouts left. Remember the Jackets with Burgess and Widener with 4 fouls each. Carter Holland has 3. And for Brooklyn, they have 2 players with 3. And 1 player with 4. Allred has 4 fouls. Allred hasn't scored tonight. Toby Burns had 2 points in the first half. He has 3 fouls. And, of course, Parham, 12 points, 10 in the second half. He has 3 fouls, and he inbounds the ball with 3:11 left. And steal by Holland, and he can't control it. Widener runs it down, and the ball goes over to Brooklyn. The Jackets cannot get a break. Looked like Holland might have had a steal there, slipped to the floor. Widener racing to try to pick it up. It was just a matter of who did the ball go off of, and the official said it went off Zane Widener. New shot clock for Brooklyn, 2:50 left in the game. Cole Kirby, Allred, inside Parham, goes up, forces a shot, no good. Good no call by the official. Burgess with the basketball. Quickly to Standridge, pass is high and out of bounds, and Yellow Jackets forced that one. .230 left. 57-48. And Cole Kirby with the basketball. Allred to Webster. They're in no hurry. Shot clock at 15. Now to Parham. Near side to Burns. And they'll reset it. 5 on the shot clock. Cole Kirby with the basketball. You know he'll shoot it. And short, but they took 30 seconds off the clock, and they get a new shot clock. No breaks tonight for the Yellow Jackets. Webster with the ball in the corner and drives the basket. And they'll whistle Standridge for the block. Only the first team foul for Clinton, so the Jackets are going to have to foul 4 more times to give Brooklyn to the free throw line. Brendan Johnson, well, Johnson and Scroggins were set to check in. Coach Smith calls them back. Brooklyn will inbounds under their own basket. 1:48 left. Jackets trail by 9. Led in the first half till late in the second quarter. It's been Brooklyn since then. It's been Cole Kirby for the most part. Parham out front. Hits a cutting Webster who will shoot it inside. No good. Widener has the rebound. Jackets still alive. Widener all the way to the basket. Layup good. 57-50. 1:26 left. Jackets need a stop. Still got fouls to give. Double team at midcourt. Got Parham, and they're going to say the Yellow Jackets reached in. No, they're going to say Brooklyn takes a timeout. And the official, I think, was going to call a foul on Clinton, but the official on the near side gave Brooklyn a timeout. 1 minute left. There'll be 24 seconds on the shot clock when we come back. Next game up after this one will be the Heber Springs Lady Panthers and the Brooklyn Bearcats. Heber the 3 seed, Brooklyn the 2 seed. Brooklyn won the conference in girls just like the boys did, but got upset in the district tournament. The winner of that one will move on to tomorrow night at 7 o'clock and take on the Clinton Lady Yellow Jackets. Jackets led 13-9 into the first quarter, but trailed 30-25 at the half. They were outscored 21-12 in that second quarter, and then trailed 46-38 going into the final period. Brooklyn outscored the Jackets 16-13 in that third quarter. No give up in these Jackets. Judson Smith Yellow Jackets are battle tested. A lot of character on the floor for the Jackets and a lot of competitors. 1:15 left in the game, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Jackets desperately need a turnover or a stop. Holiday has it in the backcourt. Jackets look to trap. Gets it to Cole Kirby, and a quick foul. That's okay. It's only team foul number 2. Stops the clock at 1:11. Once again, they get the ball to Holiday in the backcourt. Holiday gets it across the timeline to Allred. It's a new shot clock, though, after that foul. Allred all the way to the basket. Layup good. Check that. Parham with the basket. Widener looks to drive to the basket. Shoots over Parham. No good. Gets his own rebound shot. Good. And another timeout for the Yellow Jackets. Widener with now 6 points in the ball game. He was saddled with 3 fouls. Set most of the second quarter. He's made it down to the final minute here. He has 4 fouls. But he's going to go the distance now. 59-52 Brooklyn. Only 2 team fouls on Clinton. They still have to foul 3 more times to get Brooklyn to the line. Jackets 17-game winning streak on the line here. Who knew back on December the 22nd when they beat Cabot 76-70 that would start a 17-game winning streak. Longest streak since 1984. And I'm sure a lot of those 84 guys are watching tonight. Kyle Hensley, Jamie Beavers, Scott Willock, among others. Here we go. Full court pressure by the Jackets. 48 seconds left. Looking to get it in as already does into the corner, and the Jackets quickly foul. It's okay. That's team foul number 3. And foul number 4 on Dylan Jones. 47 seconds. Into the corner. Webster going to try to get it across half court. Stolen away by Widener. Widener pulls up for 2. And no good. And the foul on the Yellow Jackets. And that may be it. Let's see who the call is on. It's on Zane Widener. And Widener will go to the bench with his 5th foul. He made a great steal. And if he could have got that 3-pointer to go, you never know what might have happened. Widener fouled trying to get the ball back. And they get the ball inbounds. That's team foul number 4. Kirby has it. Stolen away again by Clinton. Still time, 35 seconds. Holland, and now the Jackets throw it away. And Webster will slam it home. 20 seconds left. Burgess will pull up for three, and no good. And the Jackets foul. And they'll call it an intentional foul on the Yellow Jackets. And Bobby Gross inciting the crowd down in front of us. Dylan Jones will foul out. Jones, a senior, his final game as a Yellow Jacket, along with Zane Widener, fouled out here. Jackets had a couple of chances there, had two steals with a score of 59-52, but couldn't take advantage of it. And Holiday will have two free throws for Brooklyn. And one more. He missed them both. But the ball will belong to Brooklyn in the backcourt near the point of the foul. And the Jackets trap in the corner, gets it back to Allred. And Harlan fouls, so that'll send Allred to the line at the other end. He'll have two free throws. Allred yet to score tonight. That'll be foul number 4 on Carter Holland. Brooklyn crowd on their feet around the arena. And Allred's shot is good. 62-52. I think the biggest lead of the game has been, was it 11, I believe. And Allred hits it. 63-52. Final seconds of this one. And stolen away by Brooklyn. And they'll run the clock out here. And Holland will foul out on a play away from the action. Holland will foul out. Holland had 12 points tonight. Widener will foul out with 6. Dawson Burgess still in the game with 16. Bryson Venable, a senior, will check in with 4 seconds left. And Brooklyn will bring their starters out of the game. 63-52. The Yellow Jacket winning streak will come to an end, but it was a great season for the Jackets. Another 20-win year for Judson Smith's Yellow Jackets. Second straight year to make the regional. And the shot is good. And that'll do it. The clock will run out. Runs out on the game, and it runs out on the season. Final score, Brooklyn 64, Clinton 52. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and wrap this one up. Listen to Yellow Jacket basketball on Q92.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Friday Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
And back here at Brooklyn, we got to wrap it up pretty quick. We got the Heber Springs broadcast crew fixing to step into our spot. Final score once again, it was Brooklyn with a victory tonight as they turn the lights out on me here. But the Yellow Jackets led midway into the second quarter before Brooklyn took the lead and never relinquished it. But the Yellow Jackets season comes to the end. It was a good season, a great season for the Yellow Jackets, as they will finish the year 23-7. They were second place in the conference, and at one point, as we said, they had a 17-game winning streak. Brooklyn will move on. They're now 25-4 on the season. They'll move on to the regional tournament semifinals tomorrow night. Scoring for Brooklyn, and they were led by Cole Kirby with 33 points, only 2 in the first quarter, 16 at the half, and 17 in the second half. Toby Burns with 2 points, Allred 2, Parham with 14, and Lane Webster with 5. Yellow Jackets, Carter Holland had 12. Burgess, his final game as a Yellow Jacket, 12 points. Brendan Johnson, the sophomore, 10 points, and Sam Standridge with 4 points. Dylan Jones with a good ball game tonight in his final game as a Yellow Jacket. Also want to mention some of those other seniors, Josh Tavares, Bryson Venable, Clayton Maynard, and round out the Yellow Jackets seniors this year. And it was a great season. A lot of players coming back next year, looking for another great year for Yellow Jacket basketball. Jackets had 3 3-pointers on the night. Those are Petty Jean Fiber 3-pointers. We thank Petty Jean Fiber. They also 11 of 16 at the free throw line tonight. I want to thank our First Arkansas Bank and Trust, one of our top sponsors, and Petty Jean Fiber for helping us get live stream on the air. And for the final time, your First Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game, co-players Carter Holland and Dawson Burgess. They both had 12 points apiece. Thanks to First Arkansas Bank and Trust for your support of Yellow Jacket athletics. Well, until tomorrow night, 6:50, and the Yellow Jackets take on the Brooklyn Lady Bearcats. This is Mike Hawley, and for Aaron Duhon and for Kelsey Robertson, saying thanks for your time this time. Until next time, so long.